Welcome to Royal Portrush, a golfing giant on the northern coast of Ireland, and arguably the best golf course in the country. Portrush isn't just pretty, it's a rugged, windswept test of golf that embraces its coastal landscape in a way few courses on the planet do. The course you see today is largely the vision of Harry Colt, who reimagined it back in the 1930s. Colt was a master of crafting courses that felt like a part of their surroundings, and Portrush is no exception. He understood how to use the natural movement of the land, taking advantage of Portrush's dramatic dune formations, coastal winds, and sandy soil to create a truly dynamic and natural layout. One of Colt's most notable contributions here is the sequencing. His routing works with the natural contours of the land in a way that feels like each hole reveals itself gradually to you. No hole feels out of place, and every green complex has its own character, from bold slopes to subtle, deceptive undulations that challenge even the best putters. Let's talk about the highlights. The short par 4 fifth hole, named White Rocks, gives you an idea of the wild beauty here, with the green perched on the cliffside overlooking the Atlantic Ocean. And then there's the famous 16th, Calamity Corner, a beast of a par 3 that demands precision and a steady nerve. You're forced to carry 236 yards of pure trouble with a cliff to the right. Here, Colt didn't just create a hole, he created a moment. One of the most nuanced aspects of Royal Portrush is how its bunkering works in tandem with the wind. Unlike the harsh, in-your-face bunkers of some links courses, Portrush's traps are strategic, placed in ways that can feel almost artistic. They aren't just scattered hazards, they dictate shot shapes and decisions. Take the 14th hole for instance. It's a shorter par 4, but depending on the wind, those bunkers come into play differently, daring you to bite off more than you might be able to chew. Colt and the later designers didn't just want you to play golf here, they wanted you to think your way around it, to adapt to the conditions and adjust your strategy on every hole. The greens are another standout. There aren't the wild roller coasters of some modern courses, but they're subtle, true, and filled with tiny breaks that are hard to read, especially with the wind. It's that blend of simplicity and sophistication that keeps players on their toes every round. If you're slightly off, these greens will expose you. Of course, no story about Royal Portrush would be complete without its rich history. It's been around since 1888 and quickly established itself as a premier destination for golfers. It was the first course outside of England and Scotland to host the Open Championship back in 1951, and again in 2019 it hosted the Open nearly 70 years later. The 2019 Open wasn't just about bringing a major back to Portrush, it was about showcasing a masterpiece to a global audience. The world got to see what many Irish golfers have known all along. The Portrush is special. Rory McIlroy famously shot a 61 here as a teenager, and of course it was here at the 2019 Open that Shane Lowry claimed his maiden major victory. Legends have been made here, and legends keep coming back. And now in 2025, Royal Portrush will host the Open once again. This is huge, not just for the course, but for Irish golf. The decision to bring the Open back here underscores Portrush's reputation as one of the world's finest links courses. Once again in 2025, we'll see the best players take on Calamity Corner, White Rocks, and everything else the course has to offer. Playing Royal Portrush isn't just a round of golf. It's an experience. The setting, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, surrounded by rugged beauty of County Antrim, gives the course a unique sense of place. You're not just fighting the bunkers and greens, you're battling the elements, the wind, the rain, the mist. It's raw, it's unpredictable, and it's stunning. Playing Royal Portrush, you can sense the history. The feeling that you're walking the same fairways as champions, surrounded by the echoes of past tournaments and the spirit of the game. So why is Royal Portrush one of the best golf courses in Ireland? It's the layout, it's the nuance, it's the history, and it's the unforgettable experience of playing a course that's rugged, refined, and breathtakingly beautiful. Royal Portrush is a true links masterpiece. A place that challenges you, frustrates you, and ultimately leaves you with memories for a lifetime. And that's why it stands at the pinnacle of Irish golf.